Ever wondered how Python can save memory while processing large data set? Meet generators, the lazy heroes of Python. A generator is a special type of iterator that returns value one at a time using yield keyword instead of return. It doesn't store entire sequence in the memory. Instead, it generates items on the fly. Elements can be accessed either by using the next or using a for loop to iterate. So how it works? First you need to define a generator function, then call the generator function. It will return an object. So through that object you can use the next function to get the next value, or you can iterate using a loop. So here we can see every time when the generator will get a next function called, it will execute this yield count and it will return the count. Every time the count will get increased by 1, and once the generator calls the next function, it will go to the yield count and returns that count. You can also create generators using expressions. You can also create generators using an expressions just like a list comprehensions, but with a parenthesis. So here we have an example of an list where square is equal to x into x for x in range of 10. So this is the list comprehension which we have worked. Now in the generator, all we need to do is just change this bracket. Instead of square we have to give this parenthesis. Why use generators? So these are the memory efficient. This also provides the clean code, and it also is perfect for a big data. Now let's go to the demo part and we can see how generators works. First we will define the function generator. So here I'm giving as a generator test. So inside this function we will be using some yield statement. yield Okay, so this is the function I have defined, which is called an generator test. Now we need to create an object of this generator test. So I'm creating generator obj as an object of this generator test. So when we execute this line, it will be creating an object and assigning it to the generator obj. Now whenever we want to call the object of this value from this generator object, all we need to do is put this print and call this next method, and inside next method we need to call this generator objects. Now let's see how it works. So I'm going to print 3 times. So whenever this next function gets called, first it will print value a, then next time when this generator object gets called, it will print 12, and the next time it will print 13. In the output screen you can see that for all 3 print statements we got a. Then next time when this next function got called, we got the value 12, and next time when this function called, we got the value 13. Now this is how we can use the next function to call the next value. Now let's see how the iterator works. So here I'll be creating one more object of this generator. So that object I'll be putting as a 1. So all we need to do is a create for object in generator object 1 print object. So if we run this code, it is going to print all those objects. Let me rerun this code again. Here you can see first it was printed until 13 because of this statement. The next object has created, and through the iteration object we got all these 4 values.
But if you want to generate an infinite stream of numbers, Generator's got you covered, especially when paired with Python's iter tools. Whoa, this never ends.
Now you can try it by your side. You can create an infinite number generator using a generator expression. The hint is you can use the enter_tool.count function to get the infinite loop. Also make sure that you add some break statement to stop this loop. Want to go deeper into the Python magic? Subscribe to Monica's Develop for more real world coding stories with animations.